The Art of Aromatherapy. Welcome. The presenter for today is Denise Cugini. She's a licensed massage therapist in 4 states, state certified in California, and nationally certified in massage and bodywork since 2001. She has over 20 years experience in therapeutic massage and bodywork and 10 years experience as a massage therapy instructor in the states of California and Missouri. In addition, she's a naturopath with 10 years experience at a wellness center in Missouri. Currently, her passion is teaching, having a private practice called Transformation Through Touch, and working in the spa industry. After you have completed this online class, you will take the exam and email your answers to cugini.d@gmail.com. If you receive a 70% or higher pass grade, you will receive a Certificate of Achievement for 4 NCBTMB approved continuing education hours. Thank you and enjoy the online class. The art and science of using plant oils in treatment. Aromatherapy is a holistic therapy, taking into account the mind, body, spirit, and emotions of people seeking help in a therapy that has its roots in one of the most ancient healing practices known to mankind. Aromatherapy is the use of aromatic essential oils that can be found in all parts of a plant, including the bark, leaves, roots, seeds, berries, and flowers. In the 20th century, the originator of the word aromatherapy was a Frenchman who used it to describe the use of essential oils from plants as a form of therapy. The orange tree. Mother Nature provides us with a treasure chest of plant botanicals to assist us in healing the human body. The use of plant botanicals began during our planet's ancient civilizations. Please read the following slide. The orange tree produces 3 types of essential oils. Orange essential oil is derived from the peel of the orange. Petitgrain essential oil comes from the leaves and the twigs, and neroli essential oil comes from the orange blossom. The methods of extractions vary for all 3 oils. Orange oil is extracted by the method of expression extraction. Petitgrain oil is extracted by the method of steam distilled. And neroli oil is extracted by the method of solvent extraction. Orange essential oil is extracted from the outer part, colored part of the orange peel, from both the bitter and sweet oranges. The properties of orange oil are antidepressant, antispasmodic, anti-inflammatory, and mildly sedative. Orange is a wonderful oil for the winter season. It also blends well with most of the spice oils of cinnamon, nutmeg, or clove, and also blends well with lavender and frankincense. Orange has a normalizing effect on the peristaltic action, smooth muscle contracting, of the small intestines in cases of constipation. Orange oil helps with insomnia and can be an alternative and can be alternated with lavender and neroli oil for insomnia. It is always wise to vary the oils used over a period of time. Petitgrain oil. Petitgrain oil is steam distilled from the leaves and twigs of the bitter orange tree. Its properties are antispasmodic, anti-inflammatory, anti-infectious, and antibacterial. Petitgrain is invaluable for insomnia, more so if sleeplessness is linked to loneliness and unhappiness. It is an antidepressant and good to have as an alternative to other antidepressant oils. Petitgrain has been known to be comforting oil in convalescents, especially those who feel run down when this is accompanied by mild but long-term depression. Neroli oil. The essential oil of neroli is extracted from the orange blossom of the bitter orange tree. The properties are anti-infectious, antibacterial, antiparasitic, digestive tonic, antidepressant, and hypotensive, which lowers blood pressure. The traditional uses: from Egyptians adored this oil and used it for healing of the mind, body, and spirit. Neroli oil supports the skin at the cellular level to help with the shedding of old skin and helps to stimulate new skin cells. Neroli may help with digestive issues and emotional issues such as anxiety, fear, and stress-related conditions. And neroli fragrance can be calming to the mind and spirit and is useful in helping with depression, anxiety, and shock. A brief history of essential oils. The origins of aromatherapy. The history of essential oils dates back to several ancient civilizations. According to belief, it is 6,000 years old. Ancient civilizations have used the oils for religious ceremonies, medicinal remedies, and cosmetic purposes. In ancient Egypt, the Egyptians were using aromatics for medical and cosmetic purposes and embalming their dead. This dates back approximately 3000 BC. Their perfumes were used for both public and private use, and the Egyptians were experts in cosmetology, formulating eyeliners, eyeshadows, and other cosmetics. Egyptians were renowned for their herbal preparations and ointments. Incense was burned for special occasions, and the earliest papyrus documents date back to 2890 BC and documented some of the medical uses of plants. There is no mention of distilled oils on their earliest documents. The Egyptians made pills, powders, suppositories, medicinal cakes and purees, and ointments and pastes for external use from a wide variety of trees, plants, animals, and mineral substances. In addition, the Egyptians also used plant ashes and smokes. A large number of ointments, cosmetic jars, and oil bottles have been found in pyramids. There are records of clay tablets of infused oils of cedar and cypress that was being imported. There are records of wall paintings that show the Egyptians had a primitive form of distillation by the 3rd century before Christ. Infused oil is made by soaking plant material in a sealed container of vegetable oil for several weeks until the plant material browns. Then it is strained or more plant material is added to the vegetable oil and the process is repeated. The ancient Greeks acquired much of their medical knowledge from the Egyptians. The Greeks made further discoveries with flower aromas. They used olive oil, which is abundant along the Mediterranean, to absorb the fragrance from flower petals or from herbs. The perfume oil was used for medicinal and cosmetic purposes. The Greeks were able to ascertain that certain flowers were stimulating and refreshing, while others were relaxing and soporific. The Greek military were provided with ointments of myrrh for their wounds. Hippocrates, of Greek heritage, is known as the father of medicine, and mentions a vast number of medicinal plants in his writings, including a large number of narcotics as well as food plants. Hippocrates wrote, "Let your medicine be your food, and your food be your medicine." In addition, he emphasized the importance of the moral qualities of discernment, self-effacement, and devotion of a physician should practice by. The Hippocratic Oath is still being taught to medical students today. Hippocrates said, "The way to health has to have an aromatic bath and a scented massage every day." In ancient Rome, the Romans acquired much of their medical knowledge from the Greeks. Roman emperors chose Greek doctors as their personal physicians and for their military surgeons. Galen, a Greek physician and surgeon, became the physician to Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor. Galen brought with him vast knowledge of working with simples, which he prepared for his remedies. Simples is a term in urban medicine that refers to an herbal remedy consisting of only one ingredient. Galen made a great contribution to medicine by writing on the theory of plant medicine and divided plants into various categories, which are known as Galenic. Another Greek, Dioscorides, was a doctor in the Roman army during the Emperor Nero's reign. Dioscorides collected medicinal plants in many Mediterranean countries by 78 AD and wrote 5 huge volumes of his Materia Medica. In ancient Europe, between the fall of the Roman Empire and up until 10th century AD, it was known as the Dark Ages. It was a period of economic and cultural deterioration that supposedly occurred in Europe following the fall of the Roman Empire. During the Dark Ages, Europeans primarily used lavender, rosemary, thyme, and all other aromatic native Mediterranean shrubs for their herbal formulas. With the fall of the Roman Empire, the Greek physician Hippocrates, Galen, Dioscorides, and others fled to Constantinople, which is modern-day Istanbul in Turkey, and their works were translated into Arabic languages. Via Constantinople, their information made its way to the famous medical library in Alexandria, which was the second largest city in Egypt, and the medical information passed to the Arab world. The greatest of the Arabic contributions came from an Arabic physician who was a child prodigy who, at the age of 18, became a doctor. He left valuable written information regarding 800 plants and their effects on the human body. The greatest importance in the history of aromatherapy is that he is credited with inventing the technique of distilling essential oils. Ancient China. China has an unbroken tradition of utilizing plant medicine which dates back 5,000 years. It has the most comprehensive written records of the medical use of herbs, and their ancient herbal tradition of medicine is used alongside and complements the Chinese healing practice of acupuncture. In ancient India, Ayurvedic means laws of health. It is a traditional Hindu system of medicine which uses diet, herbal treatment, and yogic breathing. Ayurvedic medicine. It is stated that God gave us through Mother Nature a remedy to cure every illness. 3,000 years ago, aromatic oils were considered precious and were very costly. Many aromatherapy oils today are obtained from plants that have been in practice in Ayurvedic medicine. Ayurvedic medicine is based on the underlying philosophy which relates to man as the whole of nature and the cosmos, and in particular of the three elements of air, fire, and water. The elements of air, fire, and water are seen as influencing one's mental and physical health, and man is a fusion of body, soul, and psyche. All are taken into consideration when treating a condition and maintaining health. In Native American cultures, a shaman is the healer in the tribe who knows how to use many herbs and plants in the healing work. In parts of Central and South America, this practice is still used today. The belief is that sacred plants hold special powers. Today, fresh herbs, oils, and potions are sold in markets and on the street corners just like thousands of years ago. Essential oils were not in existence because distillation technology was not yet discovered. One of the oldest methods of extraction is known as infused oils, where raw plant materials were crushed and mixed with vegetable oils or animal fats. Once the essential oil molecules were pulled from the raw plant material into the vegetable oil or animal fat, it was then processed to separate the essential oils from the vegetable oil or animal fat. The Bible is full of references to aromatic botanicals, aromatic oils, and anointing oils. And there are over 200 references in the Old and New Testament of the Bible. Please read. Please read. in Psalms. Please read. Please read. Please read. Please read. Modern times, 20th century. During the 20th century, there has been an intensification of research into synthetic drugs, backed by big industry, as pharmaceutical drugs have taken over the marketplace, especially in North America. Barbara Griggs, a renowned journalist and researcher in the fields of herbalism, pointed out that you can't patent a plant, so there is little profit in plant medicine. But there is a renewed interest in the use of plants in a more whole and natural form. While it's true that many plants can be dangerous or poisonous, the plants from which essential oils were derived have been studied for thousands of years as being safe and effective when used in the proper way. Since the 1920s, there has been a renewed interest in essential oils and their properties when Maurice Getafos, a chemist in the family perfume industry, became interested in the medicinal aspects of essential oils. Getafos witnessed firsthand, due to a severe burn from a lab explosion, the healing attributes of lavender oil on his skin. Thus began his research into other essential oils in dermatology, and he spent the rest of his life studying and proving theories on the uses of certain medicinal plants. In Europe, the term aromatherapy was coined in 1928 by him in a scientific paper he wrote and later published a book of the same name. Aromatherapy, a complementary medicine. Prescription drugs that are taken on a daily basis by millions of people have many known side effects and serious warnings, even death. Aromatherapy can be a form of complementary medicine, but it is not intended to treat all health issues or replace modern medical treatment. Aromatherapy is often misused or misunderstood work. Just because something smells pleasant doesn't mean it is therapeutic. Applications use. You can use this for massage, aromatic baths, hot and cold compresses, creams and lotions, and for inhalation. Please read the slide. So what is aromatherapy? True aromatherapy is the art and science of using essential oils from botanical species to treat mental, emotional, and physical conditions. Aromatherapy enhances well-being by calming the mind, balancing the body, and uplifting the spirits. And the aromatic oils can be found in all parts of the plant, including the bark, leaves, root, seeds, berries, and flowers. Please read the slide. What is an essential oil? Essential oils are highly concentrated volatile extracts distilled from aromatic herbs, flowers, and trees. They contain hormone-like properties and natural antiseptics. The volatility of essential oils is one of the things that distinguish them from plant-based herbal remedies. The molecules in essential oils make up the aroma in aromatherapy. Aromatic molecules enter the bloodstream and produce the desired effect on the body and mind, such as relaxation, stimulation, and pain relief. Essential oils are absorbed through the skin, and when used in massage, baths, compresses, and skin preparations, the volatile essence is inhaled, which has a subtle effect on the mind via the mind of the body. Inhaling the oils directly has a direct effect on the body, as part of the oil will be absorbed via the lungs and then enter the bloodstream from there. Please read the slide. Rose oil. Rose oil, for example, is called the queen of flowers. It has the most complex chemistry, having over 300 known constituents. It takes up to 60,000 rose petals that are required to produce just 1 ounce of pure rose oil, which is why it's one of the most expensive oils on the market today. Rose oil is an aphrodisiac, has a tonic effect on the nervous system, is used in skincare products and the perfume industry. The least expensive oils on the market are the citrus oils, and the most costly are the Bulgarian rose. Why organic and why now? With the use of toxic agricultural pesticides, herbicides, etc., toxins are absorbed into the soil and the crops are affected. Please read the following slide. Why organic? Aromatic plants store herbicides in oil pockets, so it's wise to be sure where your oils come from and that they are certified organic. Wild crafting is the practice of harvesting plants, herbs, and fungi from their natural or wild habitat for food or medicinal purposes. This is okay if the wild habitat is unpolluted. in France has the strictest guidelines that growers must adhere to for oils to be certified organic. Please read the following slide. Also in France, no genetically modified seeds or plants may be used. What is a fragrance oil? Synthetically produced oils are unsuccessful in therapeutic terms because they lack the vital life force energy of the plant. Please read the slide. Fragrant oils. Please read the slide. Perfume making. Please read the slide. Chemical perfumery. Please read the slide. Essential oils for personal scents. Essential oils and other plant substitutes are the oldest forms of perfume known. Shakespeare's Perfume of Arabia were essential oils of rose, jasmine, and other flowers that were distilled in the Arab countries since the 10th century. Personal perfumes made with essential oils and organic jojoba oil are therapeutic as well as pleasurable. Combine at least one oil from the top, middle, and base notes, and no more than 5 oils to create your own individual scent. How essential oils are obtained: steam, distillation, extraction. This vapor, together with steam, is gathered into a pipe, passes through cooling tanks, and returns back into liquid form. Please read steam, distillation, extraction slide. The steam condenses into a watery distillate called a hydrosol, and the essence from the plant becomes an essential oil. Some examples of steam distilled oils would be lavender, clary sage, and rosemary. More steam distilled oils, when stored properly, have a shelf life of at least 2 to 3 years. The next form of extraction is the expression extraction. The essential oil of the citrus fruits are found in the outer colored layer of the rind. Expression is the method of extraction used for citrus fruits. Oils extracted by expression or pressing are the most volatile of essential oils and can evaporate quickly when exposed to air or heat. These oils have a shorter life than steam distilled oils, only 1 year to as little as 6 months. CO2 extraction. Oils extracted by CO2 method are pressurized by using carbon dioxide. Under pressure, the CO2 gas becomes a liquid and acts as a solvent on the plant material. The next step involves bringing the CO2 back into its gaseous state, and what is left is the essential oil. The advantage of this method is that no trace of harmful solvents will remain in the final product. Another benefit is that none of the constituents of the oil are damaged by heat. CO2 sometimes has a thicker consistency than steam distilled essential oils. The next is solvent extraction. Flowers that are too delicate to be processed with heat or pressure are soaked in a spirit solvent that extracts the volatile elements. The solvent is then evaporated at high temperatures, leaving only the most fragrant constituents behind. This process produces what is called an absolute. The solvent can never be completely removed from the oil. Rose and jasmine can both be absolutes. Safety and storage. Please read the slide. Storage. It's a good idea to store essential oils in a professional wooden box or kit and keep them in a cool area of the house. The medicine chest in the bathroom is not a good place for them. These substances are very powerful and should be used properly. The major properties of essential oils. All essential oils are antiseptic to a greater or lesser degree. For analgesic, that helps to reduce pain, and those are bergamot and chamomile. The next reduces sexual response. The best for that is marjoram. Antibiotic, which combats infection in the body, Ravensara and tea tree. Antidepressant helps lift the mood, bergamot, clary sage, and geranium. Anti-inflammatory reduces inflammation. Those are lavender and myrrh. Antiseptic, which prevents or combats bacterial infection locally, eucalyptus. Antispasmodic, prevents or relieves spasms, especially in the intestines and uterus. Those are chamomile, ginger, and orange. Antiviral, kills or inhibits the growth of viruses. The best essential oils are Ravensara and tea tree. Aphrodisiac, which increases sexual response, jasmine, neroli, and rose. As an astringent, those that tighten the tissues and reduce fluid loss, cedarwood and cypress. A bactericide kills bacteria, bergamot, juniper, lavender, and rosemary. Those that ease coughing, lavender, sandalwood, and thyme. Those that clear the minds and stimulates mental activity, basil and grapefruit. Those that stimulate the flow of bile, peppermint and rosemary. And as a cell regenerator, especially lavender, neroli, and tea tree. As a deodorant, which reduces odor, bergamot, clary sage, cypress, eucalyptus, lavender, and neroli. Detoxification, which cleanses the body of impurities, birch, fennel, garlic, juniper, and rose. Major properties such as a diuretic, which increases the production of urine, birch, chamomile, cedarwood, fennel, geranium, and juniper. Those that encourages menstruation, basil, chamomile, clary sage, fennel, hyssop, juniper, marjoram, myrrh, peppermint, rose, rosemary, and sage. As an expectorant that helps expel phlegm, benzoin, bergamot, eucalyptus, marjoram, myrrh, sandalwood. Those that reduce fever, bergamot, chamomile, eucalyptus, melissa, peppermint, ravensara, tea tree. As a fungicide, which kills or inhibits the growth of yeast and molds. Those best are lavender, myrrh, and tea tree. Those that strengthen the liver, chamomile, cypress, lemon, peppermint, rosemary, thyme. For hypertensiveness, which raises blood pressure, best would be clary sage, hyssop, and rosemary. Hypotensive, to lower blood pressure, lavender, marjoram, melissa, and ylang ylang. For immunity, to strengthen the body's defensive stimulant reactions to infection. Best are garlic, lavender, ravensara, rosewood, tea tree, and manuka. Mucolic would be myrrh and ravensara. For nervine, strengthens the nervous system, chamomile, lavender, marjoram, melissa, and rosemary. And rubefacient produces local warmth and redness when applied to the skin, would be birch, black pepper, eucalyptus, juniper, marjoram, pimento, and rosemary. Major properties of essential oils. Sedative, which calms the nervous system. Benzoin, bergamot, chamomile, clary sage, frankincense, lavender, marjoram, melissa, neroli, rose, and ylang ylang. Stimulant. Increases activity of the body generally or a specific organ. Basil, black pepper, eucalyptus, geranium, peppermint, rosemary. Sudorific, which promotes sweating. Basil, chamomile, juniper, manuka, peppermint, ravensara, and tea tree. Tonic, which strengthens the body generally or a specific organ. You would use basil, birch, black pepper, frankincense, geranium, juniper, lavender, marjoram, myrrh, neroli, rose, tea tree. Uterine, which has a tonic action on the womb. Clary sage, jasmine, and rose. As a vasoconstrictor, which causes small blood vessels to contract. Chamomile, cypress, and rose. As a vasodilator, which causes small blood vessels to expand. Marjoram. And those to help heal wounds. Benzoin, bergamot, chamomile, lavender, myrrh, and tea tree. Essential oils. Skin. Citrus oils are phototoxic and can cause the skin to burn. Please read the slide. Safety precautions for babies and children. They have more sensitive skin than adults, and because of this, the number of oils recommended is limited to oils with very mild and gentle actions, namely lavender and chamomile. Safety precautions, pregnancy. The published traditional guidelines of essential oils indicate that certain oils are too powerful to use during pregnancy, as they stimulate the production of certain hormones, can encourage bleeding and contractions. Remember to also take into consideration oils that are poisonous listed near the end of this online class. Please read the slide. Safety precautions for epilepsy. Please read the slide. The absorption of essential oils through the body. Oils can enter the body via absorption through the skin or inhalation through the olfactory system. The most powerful applications, such as massage or bath, employ both inhalation and absorption. The molecules of essential oils are so small that they quickly enter the bloodstream and are carried to all parts of the body to unlock the body's natural healing powers. Absorption through the skin. Please read the slide. Inhalation. The sense of smell is the only one of the five senses directly linked to the limbic lobe of the brain, the emotional control center. With every breath we take, we receive the most minute pieces of information from our environment. The olfactory system carries the fragrance molecules of an essential oil to the limbic system. The limbic area of the brain is connected to the body's basic drives, such as hunger, thirst, breathing, sleep patterns, sex drive, emotions, and memories. Scent directly influences the brain, producing feelings, sensations, and emotions. Scents can produce a sense of well-being throughout the body. The five senses are sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. The mind. The famous aromatherapist and author from England pointed out that the olfactory system is one of the paths we can use to bypass the brain-blood barrier. This is extremely important therapeutically and shows why we can influence the moods and emotions so quickly and effectively through inhalation of essential oils. Everyone seems to agree that scents have a remarkable influence upon the human organism. Olfactory. Our sense of smell is estimated to be 10,000 times more acute than other senses. We are sensitive to some 10,000 chemical compounds. Once registered, scent stimuli travel more quickly to the brain than to either sight or sound. Olfactory responses to odors induce the brain, or parts of it, to stimulate the release of hormones, neurochemicals that alter body physiology and thus human behavior. When fragrance is inhaled, odors are processed directly from the olfactory through the limbic system, which is directly connected to those parts of the brain that control heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, memory, stress levels, and hormone balance. Therefore, essential oils can have a profound physiological and psychological effect. Essential oils have vital electromagnetic properties and vibrational energies that invigorate the mind and functioning of the body. It is so sensitive that an odor can elicit brain response, registering some clinically proven physical and behavioral reactions. The profound effects of essential oils derive from more than their pleasant fragrance. We'll next look at the specific actions of essential oils. For skin and connective tissues, essential oils stimulate and tone the skin, subcutaneous tissues, and connective tissues, thereby increasing local temperature, reinforcing interchange, and facilitating the elimination of toxins to restore the skin's youth and radiance. Arteriovenous circulation. Applied with gentle movements, essential oils accelerate the circulation at the level of the arteriovenous capillaries. It assists the nutritious and gaseous interchange between the blood cells, and it also facilitates the elimination of oxidized waste products. For lymphatic circulation, please read the slide. The muscular system. When used with appropriate manual techniques, essential oils help stimulate the muscle irrigation. It improves the resistance and elasticity of the muscle fibers, delays tiredness and fatigue, and reduces muscular recuperation time. The cerebro-spinal nervous system. This system ensures the control and coordination of vital functions and centralization of sensory messages. Combined with a number of manual techniques, essential oils achieve a calming, soothing, sedative, euphoric effect on this system. Vegetative nervous system. The sympathetic and parasympathetic systems counterbalance each other. The correct functioning of the organism depends on this equilibrium. Specific manual movements with essential oils over a number of energy areas makes it possible to harmonize this equilibrium as they recharge and compensate the vibrationary deficiencies at certain organs. Viscera. Essential oils combined with specific manual techniques provide toning and stimulating action in cases of sluggish bowels or insufficient bilious secretions. A soothing, sedative, and antispasmodic action in cases of visceral spasms. Please read the slide. Aromatherapy methods. The first method, massage therapy. For face massage, 3 drops of essential oil to 1 teaspoon plant-based carrier oil should be enough. You want to always use accurate measuring spoons. For a full body massage, 36 drops of essential oil to 2 ounces of plant-based carrier oil. Apply to the appropriate area for treatment. Plant-based carrier oils are vegetable, nut, and seed sources. Hot and cold compresses. Please read the slide for hot compresses. For cold compresses, they're most often used for acute pain. You will fill the bowl with icy water and then follow the same directions you just read for hot compresses. Baths. First, draw the bath. For adult baths, use 6 drops of most essential oils after the tub is full. If using citrus oils or lemon-scented oils, add only 2 to 3 drops. And you want to avoid essential oils from spice plants. Agitate the water to dispense the oils and soak for 20 minutes. For a shower, you'll rub your body before the shower with the appropriate mixture of essential oils in a carrier oil, and then shower. for steam inhalation. In a bowl of almost boiling water, you'll place 1 drop of the appropriate essential oil or blend. Place a towel over your head and inhale for 5 minutes. If the essential oil is well tolerated, you can increase the drops to 2 to 3 if you prefer a stronger inhalation. For an electric steamer, 1 drop is sufficient. Perfume. You want to blend the desired essential oil with a vegetable oil or in grain alcohol. Grain alcohol is pure alcohol, made from grains like corn and rye that have been fermented and distilled. Using burners for vaporizing. A simple burner. You'll put 12 drops of essential oil for the burner with the lower compartment to place a light bulb or a candle, and in the upper compartment that is dish-shaped, filled with water to add the drops to. You want to avoid metal burners because essential oils alter when in contact with metal. An electric fan diffuser. Simply place a few drops as instructed on the packaging of the appropriate essential oil undiluted. That is, oil not blended with a carrier oil, on a disposable diffuser pad. A stream of air diffuses the oil, ensuring the purity of the fragrance. A clean and safe, effective way of diffusing pure essential oils is the electric fan diffuser. Direct application, or neat, which would be undiluted. Neat. This method is not used very often. Applying an essential oil neat means to apply a drop of undiluted oil directly to the skin. Lavender oil and tea tree can be used neat in special circumstances, such as in the case of burns, cuts, or wounds, when carrier oils should not be used. This method is not recommended without proper knowledge of aromatherapy oils. You want to apply a drop with your finger to the appropriate area, or put a couple of drops on cotton and dab it onto the affected area, or secure it to the area. Gargles and mouthwashes. Please read the slide. A therapeutic breath fresh mouthwash would be using 2 drops of myrrh, 2 drops of tea tree, 1 drop of peppermint oil, and 8 ounces of distilled water. You want to shake well before using and swish about a ½ ounce in your mouth after brushing your teeth and spit it out. Distilled water and essential oils. When essential oils are added to distilled water or any type of water, this does not dilute the essential oil. Water and oil do not mix. If you want to dilute essential oils to be added to water, you must first dilute them in alcohol, then add to the water and thoroughly shake or mix before using. When essential oils are added directly to the bath, it is not diluted. Most of the oil will float in a fine film on top of the water. Some of it will settle on your skin in undiluted form. It's important to remember this when dealing with a skin irritant or photosensitivity with certain oils. Sleep time experience. For general bedroom use, ideal scents are chamomile, geranium, lavender, or lemon. A diffuser will help you to sleep if you place 1 drop of one of the relaxing oils, such as chamomile or clary sage, on a diffuser pad. Bed linens can be washed, dried, and stored with essential oils. In the washer, place 3 to 5 drops of your chosen essential oil into the softener compartment. In the dryer, place 2 drops onto a sheet of material 4-inch square in your tumble dryer with linens. For drawers or closets, put 1 drop on several little pieces of natural material or cotton balls and place them between clothes or in the closet. Hair oils. Please read the slide. For hair rinses, please read the slide. The internal use of essential oils, 2 schools of thought. The question of whether to use or not to use essential oils internally is one of the most difficult and much debated in the whole of aromatherapy. One school of thought is following the tradition of Marguerite Maury, which is that aromatherapy consists of external uses only. This means massage, baths, inhalation as the major method of treatment, with some secondary uses in creams, lotions, and other skin preparations. The effectiveness of these methods and uses has been proven with experience and experiments over thousands of years. The other school of thought advocates the internal use of essential oils. This began in France, where nearly all aromatherapists are qualified medical doctors who have thorough knowledge of both the pharmacological aspects of essential oils and the human physiology. They also have access to pharmacists trained in the dispensing of essential oils in suitable vehicles. Peppermint tea recipes. Please read. peppermint tea for internal use. Please read. Internal use, essential oils for the kitchen. Basic information. Essential oils for the kitchen come in 4 main groups: herbs, spices, citrus fruits, and flowers. Let's take a look at each one of these groups. Herbs. Just imagine the wonderful aromas, colors, and textures of herbs. These are just a few. Spices. The vast global culinary world of preparing raw and cooked foods with herbs, spices, fruits, and edible flowers. Citrus fruits. And finally, flowers. Buying high-quality essential oils. This is of the greatest importance. You want to know the country of origin. You look for the proper botanical name. Know the chemotype, which is the chemical composition of each plant. You also want to know the part of the plant that is used, and know the method of extraction. Number 6, know whether the plants are grown wild or organically grown. 7, purchase only pure essential oils from a reputable supplier. Cheap oils are often diluted. Do research online or at the library, and ask a professional aromatherapist for help. We will address some of these line items in more depth in the following slides. The chemical compositions, chemotype. Essential oils contain very complex chemical compounds. The term chemotype is used to describe the different chemical compositions of aromatic plants. The plants can be botanically identical, but varying climate and soil conditions will produce alterations in the proportions of the natural chemicals. This is important because of the various strengths of certain oils. A single species of plant, for example basil, grown in one location might produce an essential oil with a completely different chemistry than a basil grown in another location. For example, the basil grown in Germany has antiseptic properties, whereas the basil grown in Madagascar has anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. Some are user-friendly, and some must be used with extreme caution depending on the chemotype. Phenols, which is a class of aromatic molecules. Please read the slide. Aldehydes, the anti-inflammatory category. Please read the slide. Ketones, the most potentially toxic compounds. Please read the slide. Terpenes, most common category of organic molecules in essential oils. Please read the slide. Monoterpenes are antiseptic, analgesic, and rubefacient, which is warming of the skin, is used over a long period of time that can cause skin and mucous membrane irritation. Esters. Esters are the main constituent of lavender, bergamot, clary, jasmine, and neroli. Please read the slide. Alcohols, subdivided. Please read the slide. Phenylmethyl esters. Please read the slide. The circulatory system. The circulation of blood is vital to the action of essential oils. Aromatic molecules quickly enter the bloodstream and are transported to all parts of the body by the circulatory system. For circulatory conditions, massage is beneficial with essential oils. For massage, use a dilution of 3% essential oils in a vegetable carrier oil. A 1-ounce bottle should contain 18 drops essential oil, while the remaining is the vegetable carrier oil. Cardiovascular conditions. Please read the slide. The digestive system. Please read the slide. Essential oils for digestive conditions. Please read the slide. The endocrine system. Please read the slide. Essential oils for the endocrine conditions. Menstrual cramps caused by spasms or contractions of the uterine muscles. The most effective of the antispasmodic oils are marjoram, lavender, and chamomile in that order. Frigidity, which is the inability to achieve orgasm in women. The greatest help are essential oil of rose or jasmine. For menopause, single oils are in a blend depending upon symptoms, such as clarisage, geranium, jasmine, water rose, and sage, rose, and bergamot. The immune system. Please read the slide. A number of essential oils combine both these functions, which are bergamot, eucalyptus, lavender, ravensara, or tea tree. The skin. Skin conditions. Please read the following slide. Under the skin condition of bruises, arnica in a homeopathic preparation is probably the most effective anti-bruising agent there is. The muscular system. The muscular system in invertebrates is controlled through the nervous system, although some muscles, such as the cardiac muscle, can be completely autonomous. The muscular system is an organ system consisting of skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscles. It permits movement of the body, maintains posture, and circulates blood throughout the body. Here are some muscular conditions. Please read. Under sprains, a sprain should never be massaged. The most effective treatment is cold compresses and firm but not too tight strapping with a crepe bandage. A crepe bandage is a plain weave fabric made of cotton and wool weaves. The analgesic oils such as chamomile or lavender will help to reduce inflammation while heat is easing the pain. The nervous system. Please read the slide. Nervous conditions. Analgesic oils relieve nerve pain because they calm down the activity of the pain-transmitting nerve endings. Antispasmodic oils have a calming effect on the nerves which trigger muscle activity. Sedative oils help by reducing overactivity in the nervous system. Single oils that are analgesic, antispasmodic, and sedative are bergamot, chamomile, lavender, or marjoram. All have these properties. Single oils that are analgesic and antispasmodic are eucalyptus, peppermint, or rosemary. They share two of the above properties, analgesic and antispasmodic, but are not sedative. And then single oils that are antispasmodic and sedative are clary sage, cypress, juniper, melissa, neroli, rose, and sandalwood, and are not analgesic. Neroli has a marked effect on the autonomic nerves governing the intestines and is very helpful for nervous diarrhea and upset stomachs. The reproductive system. These differences allow for a combination of genetic material between two individuals, which allows for the possibility of the greatest genetic fitness of the offspring. Please read the slide. Childbirth. Massage and aromatic oils during childbirth have been known for many hundreds of years, and the current trend is to move toward a more gentle and natural way of giving birth. The two essential oils which seem to be of the greatest help is jasmine and lavender to help reduce pain. The respiratory system. Please read. The method of inhalation, a simple recipe, is adding 3 to 4 drops of a suitable oil into a bowl of freshly boiled water. Lean over the bowl with a large towel enveloping both the bowl and one's head, and inhale the steam for 5 or more minutes. There are other methods of inhalation that can be used as well. Under asthma, single oils of bergamot, chamomile, clary, lavender, neroli, or rose. For a cough, single oils, thyme is one of the most powerful. Also eucalyptus, frankincense, lavender, marjoram, or sandalwood, used in a steam inhalation process. Inflammation of the sinus, single oils of eucalyptus, lavender, peppermint, pine, thyme, or tea tree are all effective, and the method is steam inhalation. And for a sore throat, single oils, benzoin, lavender, or thyme, using steam inhalation. Please read the slide. Urinary system. Urinary tract conditions. Cystitis is a bacterial infection from the outside. Single oils that are most valuable for urinary tract antiseptics are bergamot, chamomile, eucalyptus, juniper, sandalwood, or tea tree. Carrier nut oils for aromatherapy. Cold-pressed oils are vegetable carrier oils that are extracted by pressing the seeds and nuts to release their oil. Apricot kernel oil. Please read the slide. Avocado oil. Please read the slide. Jojoba oil. Please read the slide. This oil is very healing and soothing when used on inflamed or irritated skin and helpful in all sorts of skin conditions. Olive oil. Please read the slide. Sweet almond oil. It's rich in vitamins A, B1, B2, and B6, as well as a small amount of vitamin E. It also contains mono and polyunsaturated fatty acids, which makes it useful for all skin types. Please read the slide. Hazelnut oil. It's said to be a good choice for those with oilier skin. Please read the slide. The synergistic effect. When two oils are blended together, they become more effective than their individual oils. The properties and uses of chamomile often overlap with those of lavender. Chamomiles are generally better for dull aches and pains, and lavender may be better for a pain that is sharp and piercing. Please read the slide. For energy, please read the slide. For depression, please read the slide. For fatigue, please read the slide. For concentration, please read the slide. For stress, a huge array of essential oils are at our disposal in coping with stress. All are sedative and antidepressant oils initially induce relaxation. They include what's read on the slide. With the onset of a cold, essential oils help diminish the discomfort of a cold. Essential oils help reduce the risk of secondary infections. Please read the slide. When the first symptoms of the flu are felt, the most effective oils for the first sign of infection are Viscera and tea tree. The second choice is a blend of eucalyptus and lavender. The method of use would be a bath moderately hot with 3 drops of Viscera or tea tree oil, followed by a deep, restful sleep. Blending guidelines. Because essential oils, with few exceptions, need to be diluted before using on the skin, you have to blend them with a carrier oil, which is unscented, lotion, or gel. The best carrier oils are cold-pressed vegetables, nuts, or seed oils, such as sweet almond, hazelnut, apricot kernel, jojoba oil, to name a few. Some people have sensitivity to nut-based carriers, so you need to select an alternative carrier oil that is not pressed from a nut. The ratio of essential oil to carrier oil for adults is 2 to 3%. Unscented carrier blends product knowledge. A nut-free blend is ideal for those who are sensitive to nut oils. Please read the slide. Carrier oils made from nuts. You want to avoid these oils if a client is sensitive to nuts. Please read the slide. Nut-free carrier oils. One is grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is solvent extracted from the seeds of grapes. Since this is one oil that is not available expeller pressed, some people may prefer to avoid using it. Grapeseed oil contains essential fatty acids high in acids and have small amounts of vitamin E. It is very penetrating and is slightly astringent, which helps to tighten and tone the skin. but it has a relatively short shelf life. Sunflower oil. Deeply nourishing and conditioning for the skin, it is highly recommended for recipes designed to treat dry, weathered, aged, and damaged skin. Please read the slide. Rosehip oil. Because of its high cost, it's generally blended with other carrier oils at a rate of 10%, and it goes rancid very quickly. Please read the slide. Sesame seed oil contains a natural preservative that helps prevent rancidity. Vitamin E. Please read the slide. Wheat germ oil. It's recommended for use on stretch marks, partially healed scars, and to avoid lines developing around the aisles, and as a facial oil for extremely dry skin. Please read the slide. Your Fragrant Pharmacy 10 Essential Oils Home Care Kit. We will go over each one individually. Lavender. Please read the slide. Tea tree. Please read the slide. Peppermint. Please read the slide. Eucalyptus. It's also used for excessive discharge or buildup of mucus in the nose or throat associated with inflammation of the mucous membranes. Rosemary. It's derived from the Latin words for dew of the sea. It's a stimulant and is used in rinsing water for dark hair and as a scalp friction, which is valuable for excessive hair loss. Please read the slide. Clove. Commonly found in commercial toothpastes and mouthwashes. Please read the slide. Lemon. It has a number of applications in skincare. It helps greasy skin, brightens dull and discolored skin, and valuable in treating spots and boils. The lemon tree was thought to have originated in India and then transported to Italy during the 5th century. Lemon has a large number of important properties. Please read the slide. Chamomile. Several varieties of chamomile are used in aromatherapy. The varieties used most often are the Roman and German chamomiles. Please read the slide. Geranium. time. Please read the slide. The Fragrant Pharmacy. Please read the slide. Pregnancy and aromatherapy. Please read the slide. Benefits of aromatherapy during pregnancy. Please read the slide. Safety for pregnant women. Please read the slide. Essential oils during pregnancy. Please read the slide. A simple recipe, which is 1 drop of mandarin oil, lavender oil, and neroli oil in 2 teaspoons of almond oil and a half a teaspoon of wheat germ oil. Use twice daily, beginning in the 5th month of pregnancy. Oils to avoid during the first 3 or 4 months of pregnancy. Please read the slide. Essential oils to avoid throughout the entire pregnancy are as follows. Please read the slide. General rules for considerations for pregnancy. Please read the slide. Nightshades, deadly nightshades, can be poisonous. The following list should not be used under any circumstances. A list of nightshades. The ethics of practicing massage therapy using aromatherapy. Aromatherapy provides another aspect of healing for massage. So before you start the massage therapy session, you ask the client if they would want to use aromatherapy. This is informed consent. You want to create strong boundaries, and not everyone likes certain smells. The mixture of oils in the massage room may be overpowering and even toxic. The ethics of practicing in your massage practice using essential oils. The ethics of selling essential oil products to clients. Please read the slide. Selling aromatherapy products in your massage practice. If you are considering selling aromatherapy products to your clients, Please be aware of the ethical issues involved when selling products to clients. Clients will often be easily persuaded by us because they perceive us to have more knowledge than they do, or may also feel obligation to us because we have provided a nurturing experience for them. This is called transference. When we try to combine this with selling oils or any other products, we need to keep in mind whether we are selling this for our benefit or theirs. When we ask clients to purchase something, we are asking them to further trust us. We can become more aware of how we influence our clients and the issues involved with our practices through the process of supervision. You can find out more about supervision and start changing the profession by participating in a peer supervision group. The more conscious you become yourself, the more successful you will be in your massage practice. Here are just a small list of some of the schools dealing with aromatherapy. Further reading from this course professional organizations for aromatherapy. A small list of suppliers for aromatherapy. Congratulations! Now that you've finished this presentation, you must complete the final exam that was sent by attachment. Make sure your name and license number are on the bottom of the exam the way you want it to be printed on your e-certificate. Email the completed exam to dcugini1@yahoo.com. To satisfy your aromatherapy for the massage therapist online class requirement, you must achieve a score on your final exam of 70% or higher. An e-certificate will be emailed to you at the email address you provided upon registration. If you have any additional questions, please contact Denise at dcugini1@yahoo.com. Thank you for your participation in this NCBTMB approved online continuing education class. For further lists of more NCBTMB approved continuing education classes, please go to the following URL for a full list of online classes available. Beacon Wellness Arts is approved by the NCBTMB as a continuing education approved provider and is sponsored by the NCB to teach New York, Texas, Illinois, Oregon, Washington State, Texas, North Carolina, Florida State Board of Massage Therapy as a CE provider with CE broker, as well as 20 other states that require NCBTMB continuing education approval. This course contains information that is proprietary. None of the material contained within this course may be used without the express written permission of Beacon Wellness Arts unless otherwise indicated in the class. As a reminder, before practicing any new modality or technique, check with your state's massage therapy regulatory authority to ensure they are within the state's defined scope of practice for massage therapy. And thank you.